Hey guys and gals, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Vinny and I'll be your host. This channel is called BNSF 6951 or Vinny Vid Productions. If you guys are interested in model railroad train layouts, model railroad train operations and run sessions, rail fanning, kit builds, scratch builds, tips, tricks, and techniques, please consider to hit that subscribe button down there. And after you hit that subscribe button, please feel free to hit that bell. That'll give you notifications when I do a live stream or I do a video upload. And after you get done with all of that, it would be nice if you go ahead and hit that thumbs up because that'll help my analytics. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, so let's get on with it. Be back in a few minutes. Bye for now. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Alright guys and gals, we're going to continue on a little bit of scenery work here. And let me tell you something, I do not recommend this tape at all for any purposes. It doesn't even stick to paper. If I remember and I can find it, I will put the link to this company to warn you not to buy it. Anyhow, what we're going to need, a spritzer with some water. You don't have to be anything special. This one's water and detergent, don't make a difference. Let's see this way. Bucket of water. Second bucket of water. Couple of these here cheap. This way, backwards. Couple of these here cheap paint brushes. And plaster cloth. Now I'm using two different ones here only because I probably got them on sale or something like that. I'm using one. The one I'm going to use today is this Scenic Express. And then when I run out of that, I'll be using the Woodland Scenic plaster cloth. Now I believe I have 2 more rolls of the other one. And the reason why I bought that, I believe that the fabric that they use, whatever mesh they use, I think is a little bit thicker. Keep going the wrong way. I think it was a little thicker than the Woodland Scenics. Anyhow, we're going to start. Let me get you down here. Come on, Vinny. Whoa, sorry about that. This has got to be the worst tripod that I have. We're going to start right over. Sorry, guys. It's either it's locked or it's not locked, one or the other. We're going to start here, and we're going to continue that way. There's no rhyme or reason why, just because I think I just might want to start. Okay. Now I think I mentioned I built this road here, but it's going to be a dirt road when I get done with it. It's going to be like a bunch of kids found this partying place down here, so that's what I'm going to call it, the party place. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wet this. Why am I going to wet it? Because when I wet the plaster cloth and put it in the water and put it here, if this is wet, it won't suck all the water out of the plaster as quickly. So, with that being said, let's see if I can get something done here. And of course, I did have my track covered up. This is the fun part. This is the part I like. All right, I'm going to put you back here. All right, so basically, we're just going to go ahead and start and wet this. I don't have any, I think I do have a couple of medical gloves. All right, once it's wet, you'll take it and you'll just lay it down on here. And we'll do a couple of these and I'll show you what those brushes are for. This is what makes the layout come to life, is when you start getting the scenery done. Yeah. All right, let's put this one down here. Now don't forget, this is going to be a dirt road, so we can overlap the plaster cloth here onto the road. Now, like I said, I have about 3.5 rolls of this plaster cloth. I don't think it's going to be enough, to be honest with you. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I am going to use some plaster of Paris on top of this. Something that I've never done before. But I thought I'd give that a try. So add another tool to my belt. Alright, once I get that much done, I'm going to take one of these brushes and I'm going to go ahead and just wet it up and just kind of run over this. And what this is going to do, it's going to fill in most of those holes that are there. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. But yeah, so you just keep doing that until you get most of those holes out of there. It'll be less work for you later on. Alright, so now we're just going to continue on. I might do this side right here next. Now this is still going to be continued over here. This is going to be another hill right here, so this kind of road is independent. And there'll be a hill on this side also, but there'll also be a turnout here to get to the rock quarry that I'm going to put right underneath where the camera is right now. Now while I'm doing this, I can push it away from the track as far as I can, and it'll stay there. Now you can do the same thing with the brush. As I just showed you with the brush, you can do that with your fingers also. Now what I'm using here is actually one roll that I cut up, or a little bit less than one roll. Scenery to me is the most fun part, because this is where you can really get creative. And lots of times with your finger you can get most of these holes out, but the main thing you want to look for is to get rid of the seam. Yeah, we'll be putting ground cover on here, but if you get most of the seams out, there'll be less work for you later on. All right. See, as it starts to set up, I can actually start to form it, push it away from the track. One problem I always had was always putting the scenery too close to the track. I know a lot of you guys noticed it in a lot of my videos. Okay, now we'll give it the brush again. and by the way, let me show you something here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it up in the camera, but see that right there? That's the plaster that comes off the plaster cloth when I cut it. I saved that, and later on when I use the plaster Paris, I'll just throw that in there. All right, let's continue on. I'm not going to show you all of this, guys, so this may be a short video. I'm not quite sure. I might continue on with the paperwork on this side and up on the top where this water bucket is. I should put a little hole in there like a cave or something. I guess I could do that later on if I wanted to. So I'm thinking I need some campfire details, some people in party mode, picnic tables and stuff like that. It's probably stuff I'm going to need here for this little scene that I want to do. Starting to look good already. I like it. And right here, I'm really close to the track, so I want to push it back. Get down that little detent right there. See, what's good about the newspapers, once you start putting the plaster on and start to set up, you can actually push down on it. If you want, like let's say a little detent right there, like I just did, you can do that, and it'll set up and it'll stay in that position. Now with the web, the basket weave one, not so much. But I'm not saying it's a bad method either. It's really sturdy, and it's probably going to be a lot lighter than this will be when it's done. All right. There's no specific way that I'm laying this in here. I'm just laying it in. All right, brush time. Don't matter which way you do this, just trying, what your basic goal is here is to get rid of all these holes, as many of them as you can anyhow. And you could go over just like I'm doing right now and just spread that plaster out. All right, I think it's starting to look like a mountain, or a hill, anyhow. All right, I need to move down here now. I got two of these step stools side by side right here, so I can step from one to the other. Oops, almost pulled my camera down. Not good, Vincent. All right, here we go. I don't know how many of you guys watched my last video about me running my trains after I fixed the short. That was such a relief, guys, I'll tell you. Again, as I'm doing this, I'm pushing it away from the track, so I have a lot of clearance in there. Yeah, the feel of this Scenic Express plastic cloth feels a lot different than the, you know, the other company, Woodland Scenics. All right, brush time again. See, actually, I'm making this little recess in the mountain right there. Don't matter how you do it as long as you get them filled up. All right, let's continue on around here. Actually, I'm going to do this side right here. Again, the reason why I'm not going any further than what I am here is because I need to get the, well, this is just going to make it. I need to get the turnout installed to see where that turnout's going to be. I told you I need it for the rock quarry. And the rock quarry scenery I'll be doing with extruded foam. So I'll be using 3. When I get done here, I will have used 3 different methods of doing scenery. I thought I had some paper under here. Oh no, I don't have any paper close by. Son of a gun. All right. I didn't stuff any paper in here, so it wants to fall into the hole. So I'll have to do that maybe later on. But we can't continue on back there. I'm hoping you guys see all this. You know what? I think I need to move the camera up a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I don't know how much of what you didn't see down here. I'm not paying attention to the camera, which I really should. Now it's funny, every time I go to the hospital, They always give me one of these pails with a bunch of stuff in it, like toothpaste and deodorant and stuff like that. So I keep the pails, you know. Why not? It's freebie. The government pay. Got a feeling if I'm not careful, I'm going to be pulling down this camera. All right. Let's go this side. A pair of scissors is not a bad item to have either. All right, brush time. Well, this is not taking too long, really. I mean, I don't know if it's about 20 minutes or so. But I've got almost one section complete. Well, not complete, but let's say I think we'll put a couple of small pieces over there. We need to, when we get on this side, we're going to go from the paper to the basket weave. So that's going to be fun to do, which is something I've never done either. So we're going to give that a shot. All right. Oh, I forgot to cover up this track. Oh no. I hope I'm not too sloppy. Yeah, we'll just use the full piece. There we go. All right, let's do some more brush. It don't have to be perfect, but just as much of the holes as you can get out would be more beneficial to you when you start laying the ground cover. And it looks like a little close right there. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some newspaper, and I'm going to go ahead and stuff this up so I can go ahead and finish this side right here. So stick with me and I'll be right back. It's not too far away. To me, this is probably the least expensive way to do this. And like I mentioned way earlier in this video, in the video series, that if you have kids, this would be a perfect project to do with them, because I'm sure that they would love to crinkle up this paper. All right, one more. Of course, I don't have one more piece. That's all it takes. Now I can go ahead and throw some plaster on there. Now some of the places on here I am going to be doing some sculpting on the mountains, which is something else I've never done before. So that should be fun. That's the reason why I bought the plaster of Paris. I got 8 pounds of it. I don't know if that's a lot, if I'm gonna use it all or what. But I figure it's better to have more than not have enough. So. All right, one more piece along the top here, and maybe one more piece down at the bottom, and I think we'll be good. Now I'm not copying foot for foot as far as what the actual mountains look like up in this area. I'm just doing a freelance on that. To me, a mountain is a mountain, and as long as you catch the essence of it, I think you're good to go. And one more up here. Now, if you're not going to use your water right away, I would advise taking it out to wherever you can use a hose and go ahead and clean it out. Because otherwise, you're just going to have a pan full of plaster, dry plaster. All right, I think I need to put another one right here. Oh, I wish I had my little spoon here right now, because what I would do, I would take a little bit of this and sprinkle it on there. There you go. That's nice and pretty now. Alright guys, I'm going to let this sit up for a while. We'll see how it looks in a couple hours. And I'll come back and I'll decide on what I'm going to do next. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm trying to keep them under 20 minutes. Because I know a lot of guys don't watch anything longer than that. I just don't like breaking up my videos when I'm doing a series. I'd rather do a 40-minute video so you get the most out of it. Like, I probably could finish all of that in this next part of the video, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I may start on it, but that's about it. Anyhow, stay tuned and I will be back in a little bit. Alright guys, as you can see, I definitely have Alright guys, as you can see, I got a mountain here going on. It looks pretty good actually. So I'm going to let this dry up and then we'll come back and maybe put some color on it. So anyhow, we'll see what happens here in a few days. Bye for now.